Hello, everybody, and welcome to another session of Ask the Expert. Today, I'm going to touch a very important subject for us genealogists, how you can add source citations to your family tree on MyHeritage. Welcome to everybody who has registered and it's here with me in the Zoom session. You can prepare yourself to open your mics at the end of my explanations and ask your questions, and I will be more than happy to answer your queries. For those of you watching this as a recording or in Facebook also, thank you very much for joining me. My name is Daniel Horowitz, and I am dedicated to genealogy since 1986. I was the teacher and study guide editor of the project Searching for My Roots in Venezuela. I'm also involved in crowdsource, digitization, and transcription projects. And since 2006, I am working at MyHeritage as the expert genealogist. And today, as every Thursday, I'm going to go straight into the website because you should know that I try to keep this always as hands-on sessions so you can actually see how things work. Today, I'm going to start right from the family tree, and probably this is how you are used to see the family tree. But if not, doesn't matter, because what I want to do is go to the pencil, to the quick edit of any person in your family tree and get the fact window. And in fact, I want to go beyond this one, but I wanted to make sure that I don't lose you in the way and you can follow me exactly where I want to go. I want to go here where it says edit more bios or facts, okay? Right at the bottom of this. Let me, before I move out of here, let me get you another way of coming here. If you have the left panel open, and you can do that with the arrow, you can go with the edit button right here, and then again, edit more. The reason I want to get there is because here you have a very long list of categories and facts that you can add to your family tree. So that will be the first thing. But in fact, I want to go and I want to draw your attention to the very bottom of this list, where you have the option to see all the facts that you have added for this individual. And to tell you the truth, every time I work with my family tree, I actually go directly to here, because in here, I see already everything that I have for this person, but I can add another fact whenever I want. So in this case, let's see that I know that he had his discharge in a particular year, and I'm going to say that he was discharged from the Army when he was 22. Now, the important thing of all this and reaching to this point was the source citations. And here is where you can add a source citation for every fact that you add to the person. Okay, so in here, you can see that below each fact, you have the option to add a source citation. Okay, so all that is what you need to do is you can click on add a source citation, and automatically you're going to be open a space for the source citation for that specific fact. Now here, you have actually two options. You can use one of the source citations or one of the sources that you already have recorded in your family tree, or you can add a totally new source. And that is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to add a new source, and I'm going to say that this was provided to me by, let's say, Uncle Tom. Okay, I found Uncle Tom on a party, and we were talking. So he is my source. Okay, and I can put here an author or a publisher or agency. I can even write a whole description. More than that, and this is also very important, when my source is a book, or it's a record, or it's even a tombstone, and I have an image of that source, what I like to do is to add a photo or even an audio, if I have interviewed Uncle Tom, to add that into the source. So whenever I will go back to the source, I will be able to see the image or to hear the audio where this source was taken from. So once I added the source, I will be able to use it right here. And then I have a space where I can write the whole citation, and I can say from the US Army. And if I know that there is a URL, if for whatever reason the source is actually a website, I can put the URL here. Let's say that this was from a search that I did in the archive, and I can even say what is the confidence of this source. If this was a secondary evidence, if this was a primary or direct evidence, or even, you know what, if this is unreliable, I'm not sure about the confidence of this source, if it's quite good or not. Then also very important to keep on my logs, I write the date of today, the day where I got this information into my tree. So I know that this was in May 2021. And even if this fact is confirmed by more than one source, I can, without any problem, add another source citation and add as many sources as I want for this fact. And in fact, you should be able to find as many sources that will corroborate you that this fact is actually accurate, and as you are pointing it out right there. Now, I would like just to point out to you that in this menu, you actually have an option to go into the source citations. And in here, you will be able to see and to manage all the sources that you have created. Okay, and you can add also from here another source. You can see where this source is actually being used, and where and how is used, and manage all those sources without any problem. Okay, so on the menu, you have source citations. On each fact that you add into your tree, you can have an option to add a source citation. Now, just to clarify all those pop-ups that you are seeing here when I move from one screen to the other, is because if I do any change and I don't click the save or save and close, save and continue, MyHeritage will alert you that you are going out of that page without saving the information. Now, you would notice that one of the sources that I have here is actually a smart match. And that is exactly where I want to go next, into the smart matches, because whenever I have a smart match, and in this case, I have a smart match for one of my relative in the family tree, I will be able, after I review the match and after I I confirm the match. Okay, here I am comparing and making sure that this is the right person. So I will confirm the match. The next process in the confirmation part is to be able to extract information. Now, when you extract the information, you will notice that MyHeritage will automatically add for you a source citation. Now, beware, because this source citation is going to be actually the other person's family tree, even if the other user took the information from a record or from an interview or from any other place. Okay, for you, your source is the other family tree. Now you can see that I can show or hide that source citation, and I can even change the description here or add more information to the description here. But also, if you click down here where it says show more fields, what is going to happen is that for every field that I have that I can copy and extract the information, I can add also this source citation to that field. So it's very easy, just with a few clicks, to be able to make sure that every fact that you're adding, even with a smart match, is actually cited correctly. Okay, now the other thing I would like to show you, and first let me cancel this, and just to keep my demo side as I always do, I'm going to undo this confirmation. The next part of the source citations we also put for you is in the record matches. When you are comparing record matches with one of your individuals, in the same process, you will be able to review the match. And if you agree that this is your person and this is the record that you want, you will be able to confirm this match. And after you have confirmed, whenever you extract the information, you will see exactly the same window as you did in the smart match. You will see that the whole thing got this source citation, which now it is the record that we found for you. Okay. And by the way, if you search for a record in the search engine and you decide to copy or to attach that record to a person in your tree, also you will have the same window and you will have the same source citation. And if you click here, show more fields in the lower left side of the window, you will be able to add source citations for every fact that you are copying and you are extracting from this record. So as you can see, MyHeritage A takes source citation very seriously. We give you all the possibilities to add a source citation to every fact, to every individual that you have in your family tree. And this is very important, not only to help you remember where you found that information, because believe me, it happened to me. And I consider myself still young, but after so many years dedicated to genealogy, I really cannot follow by memory all the places and all the facts that I have added. But also, because I'm sharing my genealogy with other people, I want to make sure that others will be able to see where I took this information from. So I will encourage you all to use all these options that MyHeritage gives you to have source citations in your trees. Now, if you give me just a couple more of seconds and while you prepare your questions, I have just a few announcements today. One, first, the education, the .myheritage.com URL that will take you to the knowledge base. And here is the place where we put our webinars, where we put our articles. We published also material that you can view and enjoy and download and use totally free. Not even a registration is needed. You only need to go into the website and start enjoying all that information. The other reminder is for the Legacy Family Tree webinars page. And I just did a couple of days ago a webinar about some new things that are coming very soon in the genetics group. So if you haven't seen it yet, I will recommend you to go to familytreewebinars.com and either register for the upcoming webinars that we will have there or watch any other in recording. And finally, for those of you who are in Facebook or watching this as a recording, why not join us every Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, New York time, no matter from where you are. This is a 30-minute session which I dedicate to a very specific subject. And then, just like now, I allow you to voice your questions, to unmute your microphones and have a chat with me and hopefully find out the answers to your questions. So without further ado, only to remind you, those who are watching this as a recording, that if you cannot ask questions live, you always have the myheritage.com/help page, which is the frequent asked questions, the section that we have on MyHeritage, and hopefully you will find over there all the answers that you are looking for. So let's see who is going to be today's first person. Robert. Hello, Robert. Where are you connecting from today? Robert?
Southern California.
Oh, okay, great. Excellent. And what is your question?
My daughter had her DNA done at MyHeritage because we couldn't upload from Ancestry. They didn't like it. And,
okay.
But now I find that I don't understand how to get to be able to manage her DNA. So what's the process I have to go through so that she can allow me to manage her DNA like I manage several other people's there?
Okay, so unfortunately, you already made the mistake because probably because was her DNA, she was the one activating the kid whenever she received it, right?
Correct. Yeah, we did that. We thought that was what you needed to do.
Yeah, and you did it under her account, so she is right now the only one able to see the results. So the only way to fix this will be from her account to send an email to our support people and to let them know that she wants her DNA to be moved to your account, and she needs to be very specific and putting from her account and put your account over there. Now, there is light at the end of the tunnel because, and I don't know why, you couldn't upload the DNA that she made with Ancestry, you said. And normally that should be very easy to do, and I will encourage to try. If you go into your account under DNA, you will find an option to upload. And then you have also instructions on how to download from Ancestry. And as far as I know, we have no limitations on any file from Ancestry, Family Tree DNA, or 23andMe. The only trick over there will be for you to say that this is her DNA and you look for her in the family tree by typing the name. And then the DNA kit will be assigned to her and you will be able to manage it.
Yeah, Daniel, I was trying to interrupt you so you could save your time. Yeah, this is the one that she did an Ancestry DNA health test.
Ah, okay. No, we don't support the health test. We only support the genealogical test, the autosomal test.
Right. Okay, then I'll get with her and talk her through the steps. She's local, so it's not going to be difficult.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you for being here today. Okay. Any other person with questions? Michael or Michelle?
Hi, Daniel. I asked you the other week exactly a bit like Robert's query about my friend who uploaded her DNA,
Mhm.
and then I think I'd already uploaded her DNA, and so now it's sending the messages to me, but she has control of the DNA, and we still haven't managed to sort it out. So I'm coming back to you now.
Okay, and now you uploaded it under your account,
Yes,
and you
from Ancestry.
okay, and you assign it to her on a tree, and you invited her, so you're sure that she
Daniel,
also.
sorry, I'll interrupt you because the problem is that she's not on my tree, but she actually was somehow managed to be assigned to my own personal tree, but to me, but it's not
Exactly.
my. Yes,
Exactly.
sorry.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You need to add, the easiest way will be add it to your tree, no matter in what relationship, okay? Then you need to reassign now, because right now the DNA kit is assigned to you. So you are reassign that DNA kit to her in the tree. Make sure if you are in the tree that you invite her to the website just by putting her email address in this white box that you will have here. And then you can delete or not delete, but you should be able to remove the connection, because any connection to your family tree will be fake, and she will still be in your website. She will still have an individual in your website, and she will still be able to manage and to receive those details in her account. Okay.
Be able to build her tree as normal.
Yeah, you could also build a tree in her account or your account without any problem. Okay, I will suggest you, Michelle, to go over the help section on how to reassign a DNA kit, and you will find over there step-by-step instructions.
Okay, that's great, because I've already forgotten what you've said. Thanks very much, Daniel.
Okay,
thank you.
My pleasure. And Harold, you are the next one in line, I see.
All right, thank you. You know me from New Jersey.
Oh, yes, Harold. I didn't see you. I see you just the name. I didn't recognize you. How are you doing?
Good. I wanted to ask you, I have a friend that's from Cape Verde Islands, and I always say, do your DNA. Which one is the best? I know he's not Jewish, but maybe he'll find Jewish in DNA. I don't know, because I heard Cape Verde Island had some Jewish in there, and he doesn't know about his grandfather. And I'm thinking to tell him to do DNA with MyHeritage is the best one of all. But what would you say?
Well, I will have to agree with you first, right? But
all over the country, right?
Yeah, but then definitely he can also put his DNA or upload his DNA in other websites, because as a genealogist, I always say that you need to spread to as many places as you can, because you never know where exactly the matches are going to come. Okay, but definitely the first thing is to do a DNA, to have that digital file then downloaded, and then they can move it and share it in other places as well.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Harold. And Joanne, I see your hand here, your virtual hand. How are you?
Hi, I'm calling you from St. Carlos, Mexico, but actually live in Seattle.
Okay, encantado.
So, yes, so this morning I was practicing through help from MyHeritage how to add a source or a citation. So I was totally shocked when I saw this was your subject for the day. Wonderful. We must have been on the same path.
We all are, yes.
I love it. So here we go. I have taken over the years copies of cemetery records or birth certificates, and I've added them to my documents. So this morning I'm trying to practice moving the source to my person. And when I have been doing this morning, I noticed it comes up in a PDF. And when I've downloaded it and I've got it there, but I don't know now what to do.
Well, if it's a PDF, I will suggest you to go right where I show you before how to upload an image to the source.
Yes.
Okay. And here, wait 1 second. This is the source citation, manage
Add a new
sources.
source.
Yes, and then I can edit and I can add this image or as an image, and you select the PDF, and then the PDF will be associated to the source itself.
I'll have to re-listen to that.
Okay.
Because this is just off my documents on my computer. Well, everything I've got is in my own documents. So
it doesn't matter. Yeah,
okay.
whenever you click on add a photo, we're going to ask you to choose a file, and then it's going to open your computer, and you can just simply go over the files in their computer, select the file, then upload it.
Okay.
Okay. Now, an important step I don't want you to miss is that when you are in the sources, let me try to go back there. 1 second. I will probably need to go a little bit back. Okay, so when I am in the sources, okay, from here, you will not be able to add that image. You need to actually go to manage source if the source was already created, or when you add the new source, then you will be able to add the photo.
Go to the new source. That's where I'm stuck.
If you're adding a new source, then you go to add new source, and then when you add it, you also will be able to upload the file itself. And of course, the file needs to be digitized and in your computer.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you. Thank you very much for being here today. And I think that Doris is the next one in line, and we still have a couple more of minutes. So Marion, I will get to you also.
Hi. Hi, Daniel. This is Doris.
Hi, Doris.
Thank you for having me. My question is about the Chinese ancestors. I'm stuck trying to find my last name, my real last name from my Chinese ancestors, and I know that they are coming from Shanghai or Guangdong, China, to Colombia, San Andres Island, or Barranquilla, but I cannot find any records anywhere to let me depart to them.
I noted the accent, the familiar accent right there. So for Chinese, I will have two suggestions for you. One is Family Search. I do know that they have done a lot of research, and they have a lot of Chinese records and family trees. You should also be Googling Japu, okay, which is the actual Chinese and Japanese words for a family tree. And the other option, the other suggestion that I have for you is to Google My Chinese Family. I do know that they have an Instagram account, and I think that a Twitter account as well that I follow. And it is a group dedicated, an English-speaking group dedicated to Chinese genealogy. So My Chinese Family, if you put it into not parentheses, but quotes, you will be able to find exactly that group on the internet. Okay.
Thank you very much for your time.
With pleasure. Muchísimas gracias a ti.
Mucho gusto.
Marion, very fast, please.
Okay, very fast. I can no longer access my DNA results on the MyHeritage website. It tells me now that I would have to pay $25 per kid. Is that something new?
Okay, no, but what I think it's happening is that you want to go into the more detail part of the DNA. Like if you go to the DNA, you will be able to see matches, and you will be able also to see the ethnicities estimations, but some of the features over there may be blocked. Let me read the situation for a minute. Did you upload it from another company?
I have actually two for me. One is from MyHeritage and the other one is from another company. I can't remember.
Okay.
DNA 21 maybe.
No, it's either 23 or nothing. No, I'm sorry, 23andMe. That's the name. Yes. So you should be able to go into your MyHeritage DNA kit without any problem. And the one that you have uploaded, it will be restricted because you can upload it from any other company, but it was going to be limited, and you may need to either pay this one-time fee to unlock all the features, or you will need to have a complete account. Now, I cannot show it to you now because my screen is not ready for showing DNA because of the privatization issues. But if you go, you know what, let me try. If I go here, if I remember that I put it in 150%, if you go to your DNA matches, I know that, yeah, I'm in Brian, and Brian is matching Daniel Horowitz and my mom doesn't care. Okay, so you will be able to see here, probably next to your name, you will be able to see an arrow, and that arrow will allow you to switch between the uploaded and the MyHeritage DNA kit. So the MyHeritage will be open, and you will be able to see everything. And the upload will probably be limited if, as I said, if you don't have a premium plus or a complete account, or you don't pay that one-time fee.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right.
So go ahead, give it a try. I hope that will be helpful. And now I will need to thank you all for being here with me one more time, either in the Zoom live or in the Facebook or even in the recording. And I hope that these sessions are being useful to you. In the meantime, take advantage of this weekend coming up to do a little bit more of genealogy, and please keep yourself and your family safe. Goodbye, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend.